Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video, we will solve MCQs from chapter 10 quadratic equation. In my previous videos, I have also completed the revision of this chapter. So watch the video till the end so that I can make more such videos for you guys. And also like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button so that you will get latest updates of my videos. Now quickly let us begin with the video. Multiple choice questions or MCQs for chapter 10 quadratic equation. So in this video, I'll be solving around 20 MCQs. So before solving these MCQs, do watch my video on revision of chapter 10 quadratic equation so that it will be easier for you guys to solve these MCQs. You can find the link of the video in the description box below or click the I button above. So now let us begin with the first question. An equation ax square plus bx plus 0 is called. The options are linear, quadratic, cubic equation, none of these. So here in the equation, the degree is 2. So whenever the degree is 2, it is a quadratic equation. So here our correct option is option B, which is a quadratic equation. Question number 2. For a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, the options are b is not equal to 0, c is not equal to 0, a is not equal to 0, none of these. So whenever you have a quadratic equation, always you should make sure that the coefficient of x square is not equal to 0. If this coefficient a is equal to 0, then x square or this whole term will become 0, then this equation will become a linear equation of degree 1, right? So for a quadratic equation, always we should make sure that the coefficient of x square is not equal to 0. So our correct option is option C. Third question. Another name for a quadratic equation in X is. A quadratic equation is given by ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, right? Where a is not equal to 0. So this equation is of degree 2. So our correct option is second degree equation. It is not linear because linear equation will have degree 1, cubic will have degree 3. So our correct option is option A, that is another name for quadratic equation in X is a second degree equation. Question number 4. Number of basic techniques for solving a quadratic equation are. Which are the techniques? This I have again explained in my revision for the quadratic equation. There are 3 major techniques, that is, we can solve a quadratic equation by method of factorization, completing the square method, and the third technique is applying the quadratic formula, right? So there are basically 3 techniques to solve a quadratic equation. Therefore our correct option will be option B. Fifth question. The solution of the quadratic equation are also called its factors. No. Roots, yes. Roots is the correct answer. Coefficients, no. So whenever we solve a quadratic equation, we will get 2 values, right? 2 x values. So those are also called as the root of this quadratic equation. So our correct option is option B. Question number 6. Maximum number of roots of a quadratic equation are. So how many roots do we get in a quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0? Usually we will get 2 values for x, right? Therefore, we get 2 roots for a given quadratic equation. Therefore, the maximum number of roots in a quadratic equation are 2. That is option B. Question number 7. An expression of the form ax square plus bx plus c is called. So, this is a quadratic equation. Also, a quadratic equation is also called as a polynomial. So, our correct option is option A. Because a polynomial is an algebraic equation containing variables of various degrees of x. So here we have 2 variables of x, right? And the degree of one variable is 2 and degree of another variable is 1. Therefore, a polynomial can be a linear equation, it can be a quadratic equation, a cubic equation, etc. So any equation having variable of different degrees is called as a polynomial. So an expression of the form ax square plus bx plus c is also called as a polynomial. The definition of polynomial is again given in your textbook. So please go through the textbook. It is very much important. Question number 8. The quadratic formula for ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 is. There are given 4 options. You have to select the correct quadratic formula for a given quadratic equation. A quadratic formula is given by minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So our correct option is option D. So to confuse you, they have given you other 3 options as well with different signs. So make sure you select the correct option, because this quadratic formula is very much important. Question number 9. If roots of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 are equal, then b square minus 4ac is equal to. B square minus 4ac is nothing but the discriminant, right? So this discriminant value is very much important to find out the nature of root. So whenever the roots are equal, then the discriminant value should be equal to 0. So our correct option is option C. Again, this I have detailedly explained in my previous video, that is the revision for quadratic equation. Question number 10. If ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, then the expression b square minus 4ac is called. So again, what is b square minus 4ac called? It is called as the discriminant for a given quadratic equation. So this again is very much important, that you should know that discriminant is equal to b square minus 4ac. Question number 11. Discriminant of x square minus 6x plus 5 equal to 0 is. The given option are not a perfect square, 0 or negative. So let us find out the discriminant first by using the formula for discriminant, that is equal to b square minus 4ac. So discriminant d is given by b square minus 4ac. So here what is the value of a? It is 1, that is the coefficient of x square. Value of b is minus 6, that is the coefficient of x, and value of c is 5. So substituting, b square will be minus 6 the whole square. So minus and minus will become plus, and 6 into 6 is 36 minus 4 into a value is 1 into c value is 5. So this will be 36 minus 4 into 5 is 20. What is 36 minus 20? It is 16, or the discriminant is equal to 16, which is 4 square. 4 square is equal to 16, right? So it is a perfect square. So our correct option is option B. I hope you understood this question. Question number 12. Value of d when root of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are real and unequal will be. So when the roots are real and unequal, that is distinct. Unequal means nothing but distinct. So whenever the roots are real and unequal, then we will have d value as greater than 0. That is option B. Question number 13. Equation of x plus 1 the whole square minus x square equal to 0 has number of real roots equal to. So we have to find out the roots here. So what is the given equation? That is x plus 1 the whole square minus x square is equal to 0. So let us open this bracket by applying the formula, that is a plus b the whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that will be x square is x square plus 2 into a value is x and b is 1. So it will be 2x plus b square is 1 minus x square we have equal to 0. So here plus x square and minus x square will get cancelled. So therefore we can write 2x plus 1 equal to 0 or 2x is equal to minus 1. So let us send this 2 to right hand side, so it will come in division form. So that will be minus 1 by 2. So we got only one value of x solving this given equation. Therefore number of real root is nothing but the x value. So how many x value we got here? We got only one x value. So our correct option is option A. So in this manner you have to solve the equation and find out the x value. How many ever x value you get, you have to select the option accordingly. Question number 14. The sum of two numbers is 27 and the product is 182. The numbers are. This question is solved in a lengthy process as well as a shortcut method, but since this is an MCQ questions here, we will solve in a shortcut method. So just understand the question. They are telling us that the sum of two numbers. So let us take the two numbers as x and y. So they are saying is the sum. Sum means we should add the numbers. The sum of two numbers is equal to 27 and the product. Product means we have to multiply. So x into y, they are saying it is 182. So we have to find the numbers. Instead of finding x and y, let us just look at the given option. So looking at the option, let us check which option will apply for these two equations. So first option is 12 and 13. So what is 12 plus 13? 12 plus 13 is 25. So this option is invalid. Second option is 13 and 14. What is 13 plus 14 is 25. And what is 13 into 14? Let us multiply and check. 4 3s are 12, carry 1, 4 1s are 4, 5 into 3 1s are 3, 1 1s are 1. So this will be 2, 5 plus 3 is 8 and 1. So we got product of 13 and 14 as 182 and the sum is 27. So our correct option will be option B. You can check for other two options as well, that will be invalid. So for these type of questions, you have to check in the options itself and find out the correct option according to the question given. Question number 15, if half is a root of a quadratic equation, then the value of m is. So they have given us here a quadratic equation and they are saying us that the root means what? X value. That is, the root value is equal to 1 by 2. We have to find out the m value in this quadratic equation. How can we do that? We can substitute this x value and find out the m value. Right, so let us do that. In the given quadratic equation, they are given x square minus mx minus 5 by 4 equal to 0. So substituting the x value, so that will be 1 by 2 the whole square minus m into x, that will be again 1 by 2 minus 5 by 4 equal to 0. So what is 1 by 2 the whole square? 1 square is 1 by 2 square will be 4 minus m 1 by 2 minus 5 by 4 equal to 0. So since we have to find out the value of m, let us bring this m term to right hand side. So that will be 1 by 4 minus 5 by 4. So when this m term comes to right hand side, it will become positive. So that will be plus m by 2. Okay, so here on the left hand side, you can see that the denominators are same. So we can subtract the numerator. So what is 1 minus 4? It will be minus 4 because 5 is the greater number. We will consider the sign of 5 equal to m by 2. Now we have to find out the m value. So here we can cancel 4 1 times, 4 1 times. So we get 1 minus 1 is equal to m by 2. So since we have to find out the m value, send this 2 to left hand side. So that will be minus 1 into 2 is equal to m, or m is equal to minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. So our correct option is option B. So in this manner, we have to solve the equation and find out the m value. That is, we have to substitute the given root, that is equal to 1 by. Question number 16. The roots of a quadratic equation 2x square plus x plus 4 equal to 0 are. The given option are positive and negative, both positive, both negative, no real roots. So how can we find out what type of roots a quadratic equation have? So that we can find out by finding out our discriminant value, that is equal to b square minus 4ac. By looking at the discriminant value, we can find out the nature of roots. So we have to find out the discriminant value by applying this formula b square minus 4ac. So here you can see that a value is equal to 2 from the given quadratic equation, b value is 1 and c is equal to 4. So substitute this value in the discriminant. D is equal to b square is 1 square minus 4 into 2 into c is again 4. So 1 square is 1 minus 4 2s are 8. 8 4s are 32, or discriminant will get as minus 31. We are taking minus sign because 32 is a greater number. So we have to take the greater number sign always. So therefore we got discriminant as equal to minus 31, which is less than 0. So here whenever the discriminant is less than 0, we will get no real roots, right? So the correct option is option D. Question number 17. A natural number when increased by 12 equals 160 times its reciprocal. Find the number. Again, here we will use a shortcut method instead of using a regular long cut method, where this question can be asked for 4 to 5 marks. Since this is an MCQ question, we will use a shortcut method. Okay, so they are telling us a natural number. So assume the natural number to be x when increased by 12. Increased means we have to add 12 equals 160 times its reciprocal. So this will be equal to 160 times its reciprocal. So since we have taken the number as x, so taking the reciprocal of x is what? 1 by x. After writing down the equation according to the question given here, so the long method is if you cross multiply, you will obtain a quadratic equation, and then you have to find out the roots of this quadratic equation by using any of the three methods, that is the factorization method, by applying the completing the square method, or you can use the quadratic formula. Again, that will become a lengthy process. So shortcut method is we can use the given options here. So whichever given option satisfies this equation, that will be our correct option. So in option A is 3. So 3 plus 12 is how much? It is 15, equal to, again 160 divided by 3 will be how much? 160 by 3 will be 3 1 times, 3 5s are 15. Then if you add a decimal point, 3 3s are 9. So it is not equal to 15. So this option A is invalid. Coming to option B, what is 8 plus 12? 8 plus 12 will be 20, equal to, what is 160 divided by 8? 8 1 times, 8 2s are 16, which is equal to 20. So our option B satisfies the equation. So our correct option will be option B. When you check for option C and option D, again that will not be satisfying. So our correct option is option B. So this is very simple. Just write the equation according to the question given and equate the given options. Whichever option satisfies the equation is our correct option. So this is again a shortcut method. Question number 18. The product of two successive integral multiples of 5 is 300. Then the numbers are. So they have given us 4 options and they are saying us two successive integral multiples of 5 is 300. Two successive integral means one after the other. So two successive integral multiples of 5 is nothing but any two multiples of 5 which will be one after the other. That is, what are the multiples of 5 given as? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and so on. So two successive means the numbers which are one after the other. So it can be 5 and 10 or 10 and 15 or 15 and 20 or 20 and 25, like that. Okay, so they have given us 4 options and all the options, you can see that all the options are successive, right? 25 and 30, 10 and 15, 30 and 35 and 15 and 20. So using these options itself, we can find out two successive integral multiples of 5 which is equal to 300. Let us multiply each of the options and check which option will give you the number 300. So first option, if you see, it is 25 and 30. So multiplying these two numbers, what do we get? 0. 5 3s are 15, carry 1, 3 2s are 6, 7, 750 we are getting. So it is not correct. We have to obtain 300 as the product. Okay, so if you consider option B, we have 10 into 15, that will be equal to 150. Again, that is not correct. If you consider option C, it is 30 into 35, right? So 0, 3 5s are 15, carry 1, 3 3s are 9, 10. So again, this is not the correct option because the product is not equal to 300. Our last option is 15 into 20, 5 into 2 is 10, carry 1, 2 1s are 2, 3. So our product is 300 now. Therefore, our correct option will be option D, right? So in this manner, by using the option itself, we can find out the correct answer. Question number 19. If p equal to 1 and q equal to minus 2 are the roots of the given equation x square minus px plus q equal to 0, then the quadratic equation will be. So here they have given us a quadratic equation of the form x square minus px plus q equal to 0, and also they have given us the p value and the q value. By substituting the value of p and q in the given quadratic equation, we can obtain a quadratic equation of the form given in this options. So let us substitute that. So we have x square minus px. What is the value of p? It is 1. So it is minus 1x. And what is the value of q? It is minus 2. So it is minus 2 equal to 0. So which is the option equal to this equation? X square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. That is option B, right? So this is very simple and straightforward question. Just simplify the given values of p and q in the given quadratic equation and you will obtain the resultant quadratic equation. The last question is question number 20. Roots of a quadratic equation x square minus 3x equal to 0 will be. So here we have to find out roots of this given quadratic equation. So again, you can use the three methods, that is the factorization method, completing the square method, or by using the quadratic formula. Here you can observe that most probably try to use the quadratic formula whenever this kind of question is asked, because that is the most easiest method and a quick method to find out the roots. Given quadratic equation, here you can observe that the constant is not present. So here we can just simplify the equation by taking the common x value. Okay, so if you take the x value from the first term, x is left behind minus 3 is left behind equal to 0. So here we can equate each of these terms to 0. We can write x as equal to 0 and x minus 3 as equal to 0. So therefore our first root will be x equal to 0, and by sending this minus 3 through right hand side we will get x is equal to plus 3. So here we got two roots, that is x equal to 0 and x equal to 3. So the roots of the given quadratic equation are 0 and 3, that is option C, right? So in this manner we can find out the roots of a given quadratic equation. Again, this is a very simple and direct method they have asked. All the questions here are direct methods because government has specified clearly that all direct questions will be asked in your examination. So therefore I have taken all the direct questions in this video. So do solve all the questions one by one, and if you like the video, hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel. So do watch the related videos of MCQ questions shown on the screen. Thank you.